All right, hopefully we are on. Let's see. We'll hit the chat. All right. All right, good evening. All right, Autumn says hi, Brian. Hey, Autumn, how's it going? All right, looks like everybody able to see me and hear me okay? I'm just going to assume that that's the case. Hopefully that is. All right. Well, if anybody's out there, let's see. All right. Well, if anybody's out there, hello, I'm Brian Hogue, and welcome to the Chiller Night Live pre-show, or more like the Chiller Night Live late show, because we're a little late tonight getting started, but that's all right. I wasn't even sure. I really didn't even know I was going to be able to do this tonight because, let's see. Cassandra says hello. Hello! Tractor Head says, I think I am here. I think you are. Corpus says, hello, humans and others. All right, awesome, awesome. Okay, well, what we do now, normally, Cassandra says, just pop the champagne. All right, hey, you waited. All right, that's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, Ava and I were at a wedding reception. We just got back, and then I have to kind of set things up here, at least with the OBS studio. And Tanya says, hey, everyone. Hope you're all having a good chilly evening. Hey, Brian. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'm doing very well. Very well. Glamfang. Hi, all. Looking forward to another Chiller Night Theater show. Well, good. Coming up here in now about 40 minutes. Tractorhead said, it looks cleaner on YouTube, so Facebook got the axe. LOL. Uh-oh. All right, well, thanks to all who are joining us right now. Like I said, Ava and I were at a wedding reception, so we rushed home. I hurried up and got out of the old dress shirt and all that good stuff, so threw this stuff up. I really wasn't sure whether we were going to be able to make this tonight, so here we are. Here I am, there you are, and let's see what's on Chiller Night programming for tonight on Stream TV. Coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Fiend Without a Face. That was, of course, our last Friday Night Frights. Oh, look at the little skeleton dancing. Crazy, crazy. The last Friday Night Frights last week. So now we will see it as the TV episode version. And then at 11 p.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is the Masked Superstar from professional wrestling, who I just really enjoyed watching as a kid growing up. He was one of my absolute favorites, and I was very fortunate enough to have him on one of my shows back. And this is years ago, but I haven't played this one in quite a while, so you get to watch that tonight. 11:30 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Grave of the Vampire. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Kerry Hager. Talks about his book Traveler. And at 2 a.m., of course, Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow tops off the night with, once again, Fiend Without a Face. So, all right. There you have it, folks. Tractorhead says, this is Jeremy, by the way, if you didn't realize. I had a sneaky suspicion that that's who you were. All right. Tom says, happy Father's Day to all that applies to. Yes, that'll be tomorrow, Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everybody. And Corpus says, or Tanya says, hi, Corpus, got my glass ready. And Tanya says, time to get my popcorn ready. And Brad says, it's a Chiller Night pre-show of Brian Hogue, starring Brian Hogue. Now here's Brian. And a little late, but yes, I am. And Corpus says, hey, you Tom, Cassandra. And hi, Leroy. John says, hello again from New Jersey. So thank you for joining us once again. Autumn says, the skeleton dancing, laughing. Brad says, look at that skeleton boogie. And then Leroy says, hey, 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 Horror Fam Jam, glad you made it, bro. Well, thank you. Glad I did make it. I really didn't think I was going to. And then Nick says, hello all. Well, hey, Nick, thanks for joining us. Corpus says, hey, David, Brad, and hey all. So everyone's saying hi, and I'm glad I could make it here tonight to join all of you, because for the next 2 weeks after this, I'm glad I made it tonight, because for the next 2 weeks, I don't think there's going to be a pre-show because of just scheduling conflicts that are going to be coming up on the 22nd, and then what's that? I would imagine the 29th after that. For the next 2 Saturdays, there will not be a Chiller Night live pre-show on Saturday nights, unfortunately. I just don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening. So, but now this Monday night at 8 p.m. on Chiller Chat. Okay, I'm going to have a live Chiller Chat. I wonder if I could pull that picture up. You know what? I'm going to pull it up on my phone here real quick. Or no, I can pull it up on Facebook. Or can I? I still don't know what all the capabilities are here. I didn't have time to load all this stuff in, but on June 17th, that's going to be Monday, June 17th at 8 p.m., a live Chiller Chat. And I will be talking to Joshua Maley, and he's going to be talking about Grim Sleepers production. And he makes independent horror movies, and he will be on that episode on Monday night. So feel free to join us just like you are right now. It'll be on, of course, the Chiller Night Theater Facebook page and the YouTube channel, just like you're watching it right now. And then it will be on Stream TV the very next Saturday. So now I didn't have time to load the fan of the week. I could try to do it right now at the risk of throwing us off. I did post this picture earlier today with Bobby. Did you guys see that? Bobby Merciliot. I never say Bobby's last name, so I don't know if... for years, I've always just called him Bobby. Merciliot, I think, is his last name. From Franklin, Pennsylvania. So thank you. If you're with us tonight here, Bobby, thanks for participating and being the fan of the week. I do appreciate that. So let's get this back out of the way. I knew something was a little different. Like I said, I didn't really have time to set things up tonight. Didn't even have the opening, but that's all right. All right, so Bobby is our fan of the week. We went over the schedule for tonight, and then once again, don't forget about Monday night. Don't forget about Monday night. We'll be having Chiller Chat. Now, let's see if I'm missing any comments here. Let's see. All right, what are we missing? Tom says, I'm wondering how much more red you can get. And the answer is none. None more red. I do look awful red here. See, I don't know that I'm red. I mean, I tan, and then I'm outside quite a bit too. So, I don't know. I do look awful red here, though. But it's only when I put this light on. I don't know. But we'll see in the months to follow. We will see. Corpus said, "Saw you're doing the Monday chat." Yes, that ought to be fun. I haven't done, but I will say that after that Chiller Chat, I'm sure that's going to be the last one until after the Halloween season. I really have to focus on everything that I'm doing, being about the haunt and that activities, haunted Harrisville, and all that coming up. So, and then Ava says, now the shows will still play regularly. I just won't have any newly taped shows. There's still some new shows coming your way, but there won't be any newly taped shows until after Halloween. Okay, so there are shows coming your way that you haven't seen yet that will be brand new. So we won't just keep playing the same things over. You'll get some new ones sprinkled in there throughout the coming months. And then Ava says, he doesn't look that red in person. Has to be the light. I think it is. I don't know why I'm looking at that screen and I'm just looking like I'm I'm kind of in mid-stroke or something. I don't know. It doesn't look good. And Brad says no Chiller Night pre-shows for the next 2 Saturdays. No, I don't see how I could pull that off with some scheduling issues coming up. I got some things coming up on Saturday and the next 2 Saturdays, and I almost had to miss 3 in a row because I really didn't think I was going to make it tonight. So thank goodness I was able to make it here late, but yet I am here. Glam Fang says it's great how you recognize fans like that, and congrats to Bobby. Oh yeah, I mean you guys are the reason that I'm doing this, So I appreciate you making that comment, but yeah, that's my little way of saying thank you to all you guys, and recognizing you, the people who are actually viewing the program. So. Tom says, I'm wondering if it's the lights that's making you look that red. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think after I'm done here, maybe I'll take a picture and you decide, I'll post it and you decide if I'm that red. I'm tan, but I don't know that I'm that red, but we'll see. All right. Leroy says, come on, Halloween, you're taking forever. Yeah. Well, I can, as much as I love Halloween, I can wait. There's so much I got to do. Oh, man. Tonya says, I feel your pain, Brian. When I go out in the sun, I tend to burn pretty easily. Needless to say, red is not a flattering color for me. Well, it's weird. Like I say, I think it's just the strange lighting in here. I got these studio lights on me right now, which is why I stuck this thing here behind the Vicelli pizza, because that's all you're seeing is these lights. I think I gotta hide my microphone. And then Tractor Head says, what's the Keller temperature of your studio light? I don't know that stuff. That's far too advanced for my understanding. It's white. That's all I know. That's all I know, Jeremy. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Cassandra says, we live Halloween every day. Yeah, I do too. I do it in some way or the other. I'm always thinking about it. So, all right. No, we went over the schedule. Yeah, that's right. We went over the schedule. Okay. And we went over the fan of the week. I wish I would have. I could try to pull Bobby's picture up, but the risk of that bumping me off of the multi-streaming. I've done that before. Remember the time I was talking to, I think Corpus was on, talking about the Chiller Night group page. And something went wrong there. I think I was trying to pull something up there, and I lost everybody. Brad says, I can't make it to the Chiller Night pre-show anyways. Weddings and reception. Yeah, it's kind of becoming that time of the year, where... But those are the only 2 Saturdays that I actually foresee missing up until October. Then, of course, we're going to be missing... it'd be kind of neat if I was able to take the pre-show over to the haunted house, though. Maybe I can get a laptop set up or something, or even on my phone. Who knows? I won't rule out the idea. Maybe I'll bring you guys with me. So, you never know. I make this stuff up as I go, so we'll see then. I wanted to bring up Gross Fest, of course, next month on Saturday, July 20th. Come on down to Gross Fest in Washington, Pennsylvania, just south of Pittsburgh, and you get to meet myself and Ava and Samantha and consequently Jack Shadow and Aura the Witch and Elle Von Nock, and we'll be there, and of course David and Diana Silvio will be there. They are Kiss of Death Productions. Diana as Cassandra, so we will be down there, and Tom Gross and Tim Gross and Terrence Main, and I think there's a few other folks here. As I don't know if Nick says he's going to go. I think I've seen that before. So let's see. Corpus says, "Yep, lost a whole room." Yeah, I did. I remember that. That was something. And then Brad says, don't feel bad, Brian. Nah, yeah, what are you going to do? Everyone wants to get married in the summer. Weird. No. Yep, that's exactly what happens. And then Tom says, lost what? Well, the room. We lost the room when that happened. When I tried to pull up a picture. And then Brad says, I got to call Uber. Yes, call them up. Call them up and get down to Washington, Pennsylvania. Okay, but that'll be Saturday, July 20th. That'll be from, the time is, like I can see that anyways. I think it's 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yep, there it is. Okay, 11 in the morning till 7 p.m. Now, if you're down there and I think Corpus is going, and if you're down there with us, we're going to do the pre-show from somewhere down there from Grossfest. And I don't know if that just means we're going to be, I don't know where we'll be. If that's me sitting in my hotel room with the phone, by golly, we're gonna do it. And or if there's still the room, the showroom or convention room available, we'll do it there. By phone, by laptop, I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. We are going to figure it out, and who's ever there can participate and be part of the pre-show. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So then. So that is coming right up. So we want to thank those guys for hosting that. Tom Gross and Tim Gross, his brother. I know he's going to be there as well. And Terrence Main. All right, and then you guys, you've seen this before. I pulled this up. The Midnight Monster Party. That's going to be Friday, October 18th. That's another event that I will be appearing at as Jack Shadow. That'll be Friday, October 18th at 8 p.m. That's going to be in downtown Pittsburgh. Well, in the Strip District, down at 1900 Smallman Street in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that will be at Club Cake. Now, if you've never seen Club Cake, never been there, that includes me. Look it up. Look it up online. Look it up. I think they even may have a page on Facebook. But check it out. It's a pretty cool looking club. And we'll be down there for that. Like I said, it's going to be a rock and roll fashion show. It just seems like that's a unique enough idea that it caught my attention, particularly with the event is actually a charity event, and all it benefits Autism Speaks. So hopefully, if you're in that area, you'll stop on by and pick up a ticket for the Midnight Monster Party on Friday, October 18th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Corpus says, I'm going. Yes, indeed. All right, cool. And Tom says, Gibbons. So we didn't hear enough of that last week. That was a fun movie, the Fiend Without a Face. That was a good one. Good pick there, Tom. And then that was a fun one to do as a Friday Night Frights. So by the time Friday Night Frights start back up, which may be in, I don't know, November, am I going to try for that soon? I don't know that I will, though, because that will be literally November 1st. If I'm thinking right, October 31st, I'll still be having the haunted house. Maybe. That's a possibility. The very next night, have a Friday Night Frights the night after Halloween. I'm not gonna say no just yet, but when we do come back to Friday Night Frights, that'll be kind of neat just to get back into that. But I got to take a little break for it. Tom says Friday Night Frights probably a Christmas premiere. It's possible because I can't commit to the November one just because there's so much going on in October. But yeah, maybe. That's a very real possibility. They're starting back up in December. I don't see why not. David says, as long as I have a proper manager to fill my spot for the day, I'll be at Grossfest. People love their Saturday night pizza. Yes, they do. Saturday night pizza and Saturday night chiller movies. They go together just hand in hand. All right. Brad says, will the Midnight Monster Party be on Chiller Night pre-show? I'm just kidding, Brian. Oh, yeah, the pre-show. Yeah, that's a Saturday thing. Maybe I'll be doing the haunted house I was going to say maybe I can get some footage from it and show it on the pre-show, but I can't do that. Evidently, I'm going to be at yeah, that's right. I forgot. Haunted House. So, but like I said, I mean, maybe there's a way to do the pre-show from over there. I don't know. Certainly will be having divided attention issues. So, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of this I'm making up as I go along. We will we will figure that out as we go. And David said that about going to possibly going to Gross Fest. So once again, I want to put up David's comic book cover, the Chiller Night issue #1, Bloodlust. So done in the same vein as the old comics of old, like the old EC Tales from the Crypt and all that. So that's really, really cool. Looking forward to seeing that. All right. What else do we got? All right. Well, you see Vicelli's Pizza. We'll mention Vicelli's Pizza. They've been a fantastic sponsor. They sponsored the shows, this year, the entire year, going right up until June. So very, very much appreciate their support and sponsorship, of which without, I just don't see that the Friday Night Frights would have really been able to be. So thank you very much. And of course, we have Gross Fest. We have the event coming up here, and they've been very supportive in sponsoring the show as well. So thank you to them. And then the Paranormal Warehouse. And this is something new that's getting done here, where I've submitted shows to them. We just keep missing each other in some regards online and phone wise, but they have a few of the shows, Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chats that they're playing. I know once we get the ball rolling, it'll be a lot smoother. It's on my end mostly. Me getting them the shows for some reason. It just isn't working out. I'm horrible at that stuff, like Dropbox, I don't know. You'd think with all the stuff that I've been able to do so far, I could figure the Dropbox out, but no, not always. Brad says, "Oh wow, is that a real comic book?" Yes, it's that's absolutely being made into a real comic. So, well, I mean, it's self-published. I mean, it by David Long, who's putting it together. So it's really, really cool. And then it just looks fantastic. David says, "It's a work in progress right now, but yes, okay." And then Cassandra says, "Pizza, raise it, Vicelli Pizza." Yes, thank you, Vicelli Pizza and David Long for all the support over all these months this year in 2019. Very much appreciated. So I think that we've covered all that, and also this gives me some time too. There's so much I got to do, even with the whether I'm physically constructing a haunted house or not right now. There's so much that I have to do, even with stuff like registering with the state and things like that. There's just a lot that needs to be. It's already been initiated, but it has to be completed. With code and inspections and all that stuff. So. Tanya says, "Can't go wrong with pizza and Chiller Night Theater." No, you can't. That's what I want to hear. Corpus gives you a pizza and skull emojis. I like it. So, you guys be thinking over the months what movies you might want to see for Friday Night Frights when we do return at the end of this year. We might very well do maybe we will do a November Friday Night Frights. Like I said, it's just way too early for me to even think about that, but you never know. It might be, or at least maybe December. So we'll see. I may just be so exhausted I might just take a month break after that. We'll see. And then Corpus says, "Where's Terrence?" Yes, where are you, Terrence? You're missing. All right, well, if you are, it's 8:42. My, how time flies, especially when you start 20 minutes late. But she says we miss Terrence. Well, hey, for those of you who joined in on Thursday, the group page, the Facebook Chiller Night Facebook group page, we watched Swamp Thing. So, I'm wondering if Corpus has the next movie picked out. We will wait and see. So Corpus, if you have the next one picked out, let us know, and we will we'll post that right here. We'll make that announcement right here, and if not, we'll just we'll figure it out as the week comes. But Thursday night, I tried to watch as much as I could, but I was also kind of running back and forth trying to do some repairs in the with the bathtub upstairs. So, what a week! What a week this was. Tom says, "Hey, waking giant guy." Waking giant guy? What? Is that a movie, or are you waking a giant guy? And then Corpus says, his birthday is coming up, and I'm playing a special request for the Thursday watch party. Whose birthday? Terrence? And then Tom says, or Tanya, Corpus, thanks again for adding me to a group page. Doing well, thanks, Joseph. Okay, I missed whose birthday it is. Maybe it must be, you mean Terrence? That's weird, I didn't see that on my, or it's coming up, you said. It's coming, somebody's birthday's coming up, okay. And playing a special request for the Thursday watch party. Okay. It only takes me reading something 3 times to get it. Okay. And then Tom says, Joseph's profile pic is in the front of a sculpture called the Waking Giant. Okay, Joseph. Thanks, doing well. Thanks, Joseph. Oh, okay, Joseph Bondi. Okay, gotcha. And then Corpus says Thursday's feature will be, that's my feeble attempt at a drum roll, The Lost Boys. All right. That is an excellent movie. Good choice. Good choice. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying these 80s, horror movies. They're just, I don't know. There's something that I get a big kick out of those. Brad says, "What do you think of the Chiller Night intermission show, Chiller Night Theater movie at 10 or after during the radio break? I let the Chiller Fan of the Week through before I air the show." Oh, I don't know. I actually haven't seen it because I'm usually in between the show. I'm doing something. I'm getting something prepared or mixing a drink or something. So, and then Cassandra says, "Oh my gosh, Lost Boys! I have wanted to see that movie, and it's the Thursday I can actually join in." All right, cool. Tony says, "80s horror rocks, love it." Ah, I know this is so cool. Something about it. Probably because I don't know. There was something about that. They were just trying so hard, just like 80s fashion. They were trying so hard, but you had to at least respect that, And the music, I don't know. I love the 80s. I just big fan. When you grew up and you're in high school and stuff during the 80s, I don't know. It kind of has a special appeal to you. So at least that's how I look at it. Let's see. Okay, and then I think I did read the last comment. Okay, now let's look once again at this. We got any newer people jumping on here? Let's look. We are going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Fiend Without a Face. That was, of course, last week's Friday Night Frights that we did live on last Friday. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. The guest is the Masked Superstar. So that is the wrestler's name is Bill Eadie, and he was really was like my favorite wrestler when I was growing up. I mean, he was a bad guy. He was a heel. I still talk in terms of villains and heels, like comic book terms. But He's just a great guy, really good. I was very, very happy to have him on an episode of Chiller Chat, and this was years ago. This was back in like 2010. But I haven't played this episode, and I don't think since we started on Stream TV, I don't think I've played this. So it's been coming up on 2 years, at least a year and a half. And then 11:30, we will be playing Grave of the Vampire. At 1:30 a.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is Carrie Haggard. We'll be talking about his book, Traveler. Traveler is the story about the alien crash of April 17th, 1897 in Aurora, Texas. So that's a pretty neat chat episode. And then at 2 a.m., Chiller Night Theater. Once again, Fiend Without a Face. Okay, there we go. Back on. All right. And then, Cassandra says, second glass of champagne. All right, all right. Tanya says, the skeleton has some groovy dance moves. Yes, yes. Speaking of the Masked Superstar, he gave me one of his masks. In fact, I got it sitting over there. I've had it on here before, but I got this certificate of authenticity, really, really cool, signed by him. And I don't know if you've watched. This was the Masked Superstar right here. And I used to get all the wrestling magazines that had him in it. You know, we used to go watch him wrestle. Wrestling up, against Andre the Giant and Dusty Rhodes and all that stuff. We used to go to Columbus, Ohio to watch this stuff at the convention center. But he also was, I don't know if any wrestling fans, he was also Demolition Axe in the tag team Demolition back in the late 80s and 90s. So Bill Eadie, Demolition Axe, and also the Masked Superstar. Great guy. I know Ava and him were doing some Jello shots before our interview. It'd probably take about 20 of them before he started feeling the effects. Pretty big guy. This is the book I was talking about, Traveler, with my guest in the second Chiller Chat tonight, Carrie Haggard. This is the it's a fictitious story, but it is based on the Aurora, Texas alien crash of April 17th, 1897. So I've seen stuff about this on like Ancient Aliens or on the History Channel and stuff. So pretty cool. Yeah, Carrie gave me a copy of his books here. His book. But if you've not seen that episode, check it out. That was a pretty neat one. All right. And you all saw the comic cover. I'm looking through all the stuff I have loaded up here. Oh, here we go. This is what. Now I'm having a much nicer haunted house flyer made. This is mostly for placement purposes when I send it to the artist. But this is what's coming up from. This is what, good people. This is what will be taking up my time. And what will be taking me away from the Friday Night Frights for the next several months is the Harrisville Haunted House. I just kept the name simple, nothing flashy right now. It says where and what. And that will be 17 Nights of Fright, and that will be coming up in October, of course. And there are the dates right there. You can see them indicated in purple and in green. And the red one there will be during the day. We're going to have a no scared day. Just from 1 to 5 for the kids or very easily startled adults. You're welcome to go through there, and nothing will scare you. Not my cup of tea necessarily, but some people like that. Some people feel a little bit more secure walking through there, but don't get too cozy, residents of Harrisville, because at 6 o'clock all the scares begin again. So. But that's what's coming up, and that's my big project coming up. Oh boy, that's coming up here this October. But working on it. I've been working on it. As far as the planning, I can't begin construction until actually till after Grossfest. Uh, I didn't realize that until very recently, but I can't really get in there until after Grossfest. But that's fine. That's still I don't mind a challenge. But as long as I have everything else kind of prepared before that, I'll be just fine. I've uh, I've done these before. Let's see. Corpus says, oh, Brad says, oh, Cassandra says, I'm missing some. Okay. Cassandra says, I like Jello shots. And me too, actually. And then Brad says, like I said, I put something on because, like on Facebook Watch, because of the 10 something radio break on Stream TV can be boring. Well, hey, yeah, if you're putting something on there and people want to watch it, then, in between the breaks of the show, if there's time, then absolutely, that's fine. And then Corpus says, me too, considers making Jello shots tomorrow. David says, can't wait to see the haunted house. Yeah, yeah. I don't know that there's been one in, like I said, I moved here to this area at the very end of 2015, and I did haunted houses up until 2014. I did them from 2006 up until 2014, and we moved here in 2015 at the very tail end, so I couldn't do a haunt then. And then every year since that, I've been wanting to do one. I've been really wanting to do a haunted house, and then I really, I seriously considered doing it last summer. I approached the local borough council and told them my idea. So everybody's on board. Everybody seems to be super excited and very positive and supporting this idea. I'm very much looking forward to this. It's a small area. Not going to be a huge haunt as far as like building wise necessarily, but the venue is I couldn't ask. I mean the venue is so perfect, and for two of those weeks, that park's going to be full of carnival rides and vendors. So it's just we're hoping to make a big haunted Harrisville event out of this. But this is the first step, and I think it's a good step. So I'm very happy about that. And Tanya says, I'm sure you're very busy during the month of October, Brian, but are there any horror movies that you enjoy watching around Halloween? There is my favorite. I'll tell you, I watched for many years, my oh my gosh, 8:56. My tradition was watching The Bride of Frankenstein on Halloween night. I did that for years and years. Started that back in like the early '90s, and up until maybe I started doing the haunted houses, and then I also love watching Curse of the Werewolf with Oliver Reed, a Hammer horror movie. That is, I don't know, something. What's more Halloween than that to me? I don't know in my head. And well, Halloween 6. Normally sequels aren't that great, but I don't know. There's something about Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, that I just love. I just love that movie. That movie to me has everything about Halloween. The look and feel of Halloween. I just love it. So, all right. I got about I'm gonna say about four minutes left. No, I don't have 4 minutes left. I got like 2. Okay, it just turned to 8:57, and I like to cut it short before 9 o'clock. Give you folks a little bit of time to jump on streammedia.tv. Streammedia.tv. You can watch the shows, the Chiller Night programming, online, streaming online, or you can watch on their Roku channel that you can have access to. You can click and connect to that Roku channel right there on that site. So. Tractorhead says, I've personally seen what you can make out of a small area, so I know it will be good. Thank you. And Brad says, we're actually enlarging even the area that I do have to work with. So I get a little crafty when figuring things out. So Brad says, of course I would let the Chiller Night fan of the week before I air something on Facebook. Oh yeah, no, I understood. I understood. Yep. Uh, I like putting the IWC wrestling shows on. I saw you watch a couple of those, Brian, like the event in Meadville. Okay. And then Brad says, oh, okay. Brad says 5 minutes till Chiller Night Theater. Less than that now, huh? Okay, okay, I'm going to be shutting down in about a minute here, folks. So Cassandra says, Curse of the Werewolf. Yes, excellent, excellent movie. That and Bride of Frankenstein and Halloween 6. So those three are just my fun Halloween movies. And then Leroy says, okay, peace out, guys. My shift is almost over and cleanup time. Have a great show. Thank you. Thank you, Leroy. Thank you, Cassandra, Brad, everybody, Tractorhead, Jeremy. Thank you, everybody. I very much appreciate that. Very much. So, all right, folks, I will be signing off for tonight. Have a good chiller night, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, so have a good night. Have a good chiller night. We'll see you later. Oh, don't forget, join me Monday night. All right, see ya.